Algebraic fractions. So we will combine some fractions to simplify more. Example here, if we are asked to combine these fractions where we have 2x plus 3y, 2x divided by 3y plus 3x divided by 2y minus x divided by 2y. First thing we'll do here is look for the least common multiple for the denominators. Least common multiple in which 3y goes into, 2y goes into, and y. Notice all of this has y's. So y is already there. We don't need to multiply anything with y. Number wise, we need least common multiple between 3, 2 and 1. A number in which 3, 2, 1, all of them goes into is 6. So we'll need to multiply all of these fractions by numbers such that the denominators will become 6. So in this case, we have 2x over 3y times by 2 over 2 plus 3x over 2y times by 3 over 3 subtract x minus x over y times 6 over 6. So in this case, we have 4x divided by, we have 4 times x divided by 6y plus we have 9x divided by 6y minus 6x divided by 6y. Simplifying this further, 4x plus, we get 4x plus 9x minus 6x divided by 6y. Now 4x plus 9x minus 6x will give us 7x divided by 6y, and that's what that will simplify to. Now for this one, it says evaluate x square over 25 minus 1 over 16. Notice all of them are perfect square. So what we can do here is use the formula for a square minus b square, a square minus b square, which simplifies to as a factor a minus b times a plus b. In this case, our a is x minus 5 because x divided by 5, because x divided by 5 square will be x square over 25 and b will be 1 over 4. So in this particular example, we can write x square over 5 square minus 1 square over 4 square. So then simplifying this becomes x over 5 subtract 1 over 4, x over 5 plus 1 over 4. Doesn't matter which order we write, once we'll write negative, once we will write positive. For these ones now, we are asked to simplify. So here the numerator is 1, so we can keep it as 1. The denominator, taking common denominator, we kind of cross multiply. So y gets multiplied here, x gets multiplied there. So we get y over xy because I multiply numerator and denominator both with y. And here we get x over xy because I multiply numerator and denominator with x here. So I have 1 over y minus x all over xy. Another way to write this will be like this: 1 divided by y minus x over xy. Now division to multiplication, we will flip this, so we get xy over y minus x, and 1 times that will be same. So the result will be x times y divided by y minus x. Or we can multiply numerator and denominator both by negative and get something like this. One of your multiple choice has to have one of those two answers, either this or this, and that will be the correct choice to make. Now for this one, we need to factor this. So we can factor x as it is, and denominator, if I factor x, I get x times 1 minus x. So I'm bringing x out. So x times what will give me x? So that will be 1. Subtract x times what will give me x square, and that will be x. Now x and x reduces, so we get 1 over 1 minus x. Another way to approach this will be, we can divide numerator and denominator, all of them by x. So in the numerator, x divided by x, denominator x divided by x minus x squared divided by x. We are allowed to multiply and divide by same number. So I'm dividing everything by x. So the numerator will become 1, this will become 1, x squared over x will be x. Either way, we end up with same result.